The classroom laughed as the teacher mockingly handed the chalk to the black janitor, saying, "Why don't you solve this calculus problem?" He didn't expect the mop man to know what calculus was. But what happened next stunned every student, silenced the teacher, and left the principal speechless. No one knew the truth behind the janitor's quiet eyes or the genius mind hidden behind that worn uniform. That day, a humiliating joke turned into a moment the school would never forget. What secret was the janitor hiding all along? James Carter had been a janitor at Oak Ridge High School for 5 years. He was quiet, punctual, and respectful, always seen sweeping halls or changing bulbs. Most students walked past him without a second glance, and some teachers barely acknowledged his existence. But one teacher, Mr. Henderson, a sharp-tongued math instructor, found joy in showing off his intellect. One day, while explaining a problematic calculus problem to his senior class, Mr. Henderson noticed James walking by with his mop. "Hey, Mr. Janitor," he called loudly, pausing class. "Want to try solving this one?" The students chuckled. Some looked uncomfortable, but most waited for the show. James stopped and looked at the board for a moment. The equation was intense. Derivatives, integrals, variables. Everyone expected him to laugh it off and walk away, but James stepped forward. "I'll give it a shot," he said calmly, placing his mop against the wall. "Wait a second. Tell us where you're watching from in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this." The classroom went silent. Mr. Henderson raised an eyebrow, amused. "Be my guest," he said sarcastically, stepping aside. James took the chalk, scanned the board for a few seconds, then began solving. His hand moved swiftly and confidently, drawing curves, applying the chain rule, and simplifying expressions, all with calm precision. Whispers broke out among the students. One girl even started filming on her phone. Mr. Henderson's smirk slowly faded. James finished the problem in under 3 minutes. He underlined the final answer and stepped back. "That's correct," a stunned voice said. It was Mr. Henderson. "How did you?" he asked, his tone changing. James gave a slight shrug. "I used to be a professor. Taught applied mathematics for over a decade before life took a different path. Now the class wasn't just stunned. They were moved. A few students clapped. The rest stared, unsure how to process what they just witnessed. Mr. Henderson was pale. For the first time, he wasn't the most thoughtful person in the room, and he knew it. Word of the incident spread like wildfire. The video hit social media and racked up thousands of views overnight. Students shared it with captions like, "Our janitor is a genius," and "He humbled Mr. Henderson." The next day, the principal called James into his office, not to scold, but to apologize. "I had no idea about your background," he said. "Why didn't you ever say anything?" James smiled. "Because people don't usually ask." That afternoon, the school organized a special assembly. James was invited to speak. Standing before a crowd of students, teachers, and administrators, he told his story. A former tenured math professor who lost everything after a car accident and mounting medical bills. He took the janitor job to survive, but never lost his love for learning. The entire school stood and applauded. Mr. Henderson personally apologized for the insult. "You reminded me that intelligence has no uniform," he said. Soon after, a local university saw the video and offered James a position as a guest lecturer. He accepted, but he still returned to Oak Ridge once a week, not to clean, but to mentor students struggling with math. James's story became a lesson far beyond calculus. It taught humility, respect, and the danger of judging someone by appearance. His chalk-written answer might have solved a problem, but his courage solved something far more profound in the hearts of those students. Because brilliance doesn't always come in a suit or carry a briefcase. Sometimes it pads with a mop and leaves behind a legacy more substantial than any lesson plan. If you enjoyed this story and thought it provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful narratives. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Take care.